Good evening, Wildcats. Thanks for tuning in every Monday for Wildcast. I'm your host, Ashley Freedy, and joining me tonight is our executive producer, Alexa Wheeler.
Thank you for having me. We have a great last show for you, so stick around.
Students from across the world have been working on software in a 3D simulated environment to operate the CAT vehicle on Tuesday, April 25th at 10 a.m. 4 finalists will test their coding on the real car at Old Main. Be sure to check it out.
The 8th annual Take Back the Night, hosted by the Women's Resource Center, took place to spread awareness of sexual assault and rape on the U of A campus. Wildcast reporter Ashley Freedy attended the event. Here's the details.
Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now!
Take Back the Night, an annual event, began with a resource fair, poster making, and a solidarity march across campus. Nicole Demetrio expressed what the event meant to her as a victim of sexual assault.
Victims like me can see that people are here. People support us. People are visible. People don't condone what happened to us. And it's important for us to see other victims that go, we are not what happened to us.
The march ended at the Women's Plaza and was followed by performances, talks, and an opportunity for victims to speak out. 20% of women will be sexually assaulted or raped by the time they graduate the University of Arizona. This is why the Women's Resource Center put together this event, Take Back the Night, to spread awareness and help eliminate fear.
I kind of got involved with this just because I wanted to show people in the community that they are loved and supported, and they're not alone in these efforts.
Sia Cola, coordinator of sexual assault and violence prevention, let students know what they could do to stop this epidemic.
Everyday small actions that build up over time that changes a culture.
The event ended with a candlelight vigil in remembrance of all victims who's lost their lives. Reporting from the Women's Plaza for UATV, I'm Ashley Freedy. Ever wanted an in-depth tour of the U of A and Arizona athletics? Now is your chance. You'll have the opportunity to tour the new Guinea L. Clements Academic Center, as well as the Lowell Stevens football facility. The tour will begin at Jim Click Hall of Champions on the north side of McKell on Wednesday, April 26 at 10 a.m. Reservations are limited to 30 guests. To reserve your spot, email visitor at email.arizona.edu.
Well, it was a very warm weekend. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Taylor Dayton to see what our temperatures will be like this week.
It was a very warm weekend. In fact, yesterday was the warmest day that we've seen in about 218 days. So you have to go all the way back to September 18th to have a temperature above 98 degrees is what we saw yesterday on your Sunday afternoon. So it was toasty yesterday. Our average high this time of year is right around 85 degrees. So it was warm. The good news is this week it's not going to be quite as warm. We are cooling down a little bit. We'll take a look, though, coming up in your full forecast at just how cool we might get by this upcoming weekend.
Thanks for the weather update, Taylor. We have more coming up after the commercial break.
So don't go away.
View ATV3, now on Facebook.
The Eller College of Management has come together to form their own a cappella group called Elevator Pitch. For the first time ever, they are hosting a live music event to show off a variety of Eller students' creativity. The event will be held on Tuesday, April 25th at 6 p.m. in the outside courtyard, first floor of Eller. All students are welcome to attend.
The Wildcat Events Board hosted their first annual Spring on the Green event. The theme was Camp Web, which gave students and people in our local community the opportunity to participate in activities such as rock climbing, bungee trampolines, and more. Wildcast reporter Allison Callan was out in the field to cover the event.
The Wildcat Events Board held their first Spring on the Green Camp Web event on the mall, which offered free outdoors activities for the community.
We're basically just bringing an event on campus for people to have fun and just relax. We're doing a zip line, bungee trampolines, rock wall, tie-dyeing stations, and just a bunch of free food for you all to enjoy. It's just basically celebrating that the school year is almost over, just for people to relax before like finals get here and things like that.
Reporting for UATV, I'm Allison Callan.
19 student groups who are part of the McGuire Entrepreneurship Program will present their innovative new ventures in a rapid-fire pitch competition. These students will have the opportunity to win over $40,000 in cash prizes. The event is free to the public and will take place in McClelland Hall in the Berger Auditorium and Estes Atrium on Friday, April 28th at 9 a.m.
As I mentioned earlier, we did have a very warm weekend, and even today was still pretty warm as we take a look at our almanac here. We had a high today of 93 degrees. Keep in mind that is well above our average high of 85 degrees, which is normal for this time of year. Now, we are going to be seeing a cool down as we head into this week. Today was the start of that. A little bit cooler there at the 93 compared to what we saw over the weekend, close to 100. As we take a look at tonight, though, it's going to stay pretty mild tonight. 82 degrees right now around 8 o'clock as you're out and about. We're going to cool down to about 77 around 10 o'clock tonight. And if you're still out there around midnight, 71 degrees, so it should be pretty mild tonight. It's a little bit breezy out there still and some high clouds passing through, but we shouldn't expect any rain tonight. As we take a look at tomorrow, though, as you're heading back out to class, it's going to be a fairly warm day, but not anything like what we've seen once again. So 86 degrees will be our high later on in the afternoon, and we'll start off around 8 o'clock at 70 degrees, and we will warm up to 80 degrees by lunchtime, and then your afternoon high there around 4 o'clock as you're wrapping up class, 86 degrees, so it should be a nice day for you there. A little bit breezy. Once again, we have a few storm systems that are moving off to the north of us, bringing in some of those breezy conditions and cooler temperatures. As we take a look at your 7-day forecast, though, we're going to see even cooler weather as we head through the next, towards your weekend. So Thursday, we warm back up to 89 degrees, close to 90 degrees, and then we cool down Friday to 86 degrees, and Friday night into Saturday, I did throw a 20% chance of a rain shower in there. Not a great chance of rain, but it's been a long time since we've spoken of any rain around here. So those are some changes there for you. And look at that, Saturday, 78 degrees, so it should be much cooler for your weekend. Sunday, still 79 degrees for you there. And then by Monday, we warm up to 85, so it should be a beautiful weekend to get out and enjoy. There's a lot of sporting events going around on campus, and we're going to toss that over to Stevie for our sports update.
This past weekend was full of Arizona baseball, softball, soccer, and even some fan appreciation for football. Not all of the games ended on a high note for the Wildcats, as one team was swept at home for the first time this season. Stick around for after this commercial break for all the latest news on your Arizona Wildcat sports.
View ATV3, now on Facebook.
Sports anchor here to inform you on your fellow Wildcat athletes. Coming up next, Arizona baseball hosted Utah at home this weekend, but could not seem to get into a solid groove, making uncommon mistakes and not playing in sync with one another, and even having an injection during one game. Sports reporters Simone McCarthy and Tim Mitchell were at High Corbett Field to capture all the highlights from the 3 games.
Utah has done it again. Thursday's game opener ended 12-5, and Friday's game didn't get much better. Cameron Ming had his best game of the season, going 7 innings total, and 5 of them being scoreless.
I thought we were ready to play, and Utah's a really good team. Their pitcher matched me pretty well. Just not getting enough guys to contribute tonight to give us a win. But I thought we were ready to play, and we'll be ready tomorrow.
In the 9th inning, head coach Jay Johnson argued a balk called on Cody Zeeson and was ejected by home plate umpire Jeff Macias, and Utah got the win 7-3 to clinch the series. Rio Gomez had a tough start Saturday after leadoff hitter Deshaun Kiersey got a base hit that led to a 3-run rally in the first. Gomez was relieved by Michael Flynn, and the brutal first inning ended after Alfonso Rivas made a beautiful throw home to Ryan Hogg, who made the tag at home. Flynn helped change the tempo of the game and only allowed 1 run in almost 5 innings. But after pitching close to 5 innings, things started to get sloppy.
I think the most disappointing thing is we did not improve throughout the weekend, and we're going to go back to work on that, make some adjustments, go to work on getting better and getting it right and being prepared to play on Tuesday.
Robbie Medel pitched a solid 4 scoreless innings to end the game, but unfortunately, his finesse pitching and an RBI double by Corey Voss wasn't enough for our Wildcats. This is the third consecutive year Arizona has been unable to defeat Utah. At the end of the game tonight, Arizona fans were able to get on the field with their parents and play catch.
Arizona was swept for the first time at home this season and made their at-home losing streak end on Tuesday when they took on New Mexico.
Saturday was an exciting day for Wildcat football fans as many players were at Arizona Stadium to sign different merchandise for fans. With the football season quickly approaching, there was no doubt that this made fans more exciting for the upcoming season. Sports reporter Michael Adams was able to provide you with the reactions of the fans and players.
This past Saturday, Arizona football held the Spring Fan Appreciation event, encouraging fans to come out and tour the Lowell Stevens football facility.
The season may be a summer away, but Wildcat football fans came out to Arizona Stadium this past weekend to meet and greet with some of the players and coaches. So Matt, can you just tell me a little bit about the importance of the relationship between Arizona football and the Tucson community?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely support us. It's a strong college town, you know. So it's always love when they come out and show support for us. And when we do things like this, I think it just helps, you know, build a bond, you know, between fans and just the entire community.
I'm here with Ralph Mars, and I think it's a great thing being in the community, having something like this actually represents how the quality of the team is. Thinking, you know, having people coming out here I think it's a beautiful thing.
It's so great for the football team to have this Fan Appreciation Day to welcome the community onto the field and let the little kids meet the players that they see playing every week on the field.
Oh, for us, they're huge. It's a big motivator for U of A football. So we love having them out here. It's like today's a great day. Meet all the fans, thank them for coming, just showing support. So we love it. How was the event today? How'd you like it?
It was fun. I had fun.
Get some autographs in the poster?
I got a bunch of autographs in his poster.
It's my first time, and I'm happy. I got a bunch of teams, names, and numbers.
How many autographs do you have there, man?
I really don't know, but I have a lot of them.
You got most of the team?
Yeah.
You having fun out here today?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Cool. How do you guys expect you to have a really strong season this year?
I think we've had a really good offseason. I was here last spring, and I could just tell this spring we're a lot more determined to, you know, have a better season, and I think it's going good.
You know, I think if we carry on where we did in spring and grow on that, I think we'll be in a good spot. You know, we had a good spring, and right now it's going really well for us in the weight room especially. And if we keep that going into summer and then camp, you know, I think we'll have a really good season. I'm really looking forward to it.
For UATV from Arizona Stadium, this is sports reporter Michael Adams.
The softball team put up a tough fight against the Oregon Ducks in hopes to be able to sweep them for the first time since 2007. But ultimately, they fell short in Game 3. Although they still took the series, this resulted in the team's first loss at Hillenbrand Stadium. Pitcher Danielle O'Toole gave up 3 home runs on Sunday, adding to the 2 she already had during the season. Alyssa Palomino hit her 15th home run of the season on Sunday, but the team couldn't come out on top. The women's soccer team wrapped up their spring season games on Sunday against New Mexico State at Murphy Field. 4 Wildcats all hit the back of the net to capture a win 7-0 in the last game of the season. Arizona completed their season undefeated 5-0. This weekend is going to be a bit cooler than the others, so get outside to relax, enjoy the cool weather, and support your fellow Wildcat athletes. Here's a look at what sporting events are going on this weekend right in your backyard. Come out to support the women's golf team in the Pac-12 Championships Tuesday and Thursday all day. Baseball will be back in High Corbett to take on New Mexico State Tuesday at 6 p.m. Women's beach volleyball is playing in the Pac-12 Championship all day on Thursday and Friday. Softball is playing our rivals Arizona State at Hillenbrand Stadium Friday and Saturday at 6 p.m. and Sunday at 5. And the track team is running in Duel in the Desert Friday and Saturday at 6 a.m. That's all for sports. Don't move out of those seats just yet. The rest of Wildcats is next when we return.
View ATV3, now on Facebook.
That's all we have for Wildcast this semester. From all of us here at UATV, we wish you the best of luck on finals.
And congratulations to the class of 2017. For one last time, I'm Ashley Freedy.
And I'm Alexa Wheeler. Have a great summer.